'cause the country was soft. From the dirty basement into a dirty loft, been searching for things that I might never find. And every time I sing, I got you on my mind. More people, more places, more things to do, more ways for me to keep my mind off of you. Here up, here up, here. Oh, and I gave $1 to so many bums that it wasn't much longer till I myself was one. I've been paying for tips underneath this blue line train. I've been thinking of your lips as I'm standing in the rain. More people, more places, more things to do, more ways for me to keep my mind off of you. Here up, here up, here. This is the first song I wrote when I moved to Chicago, Illinois in 2003, when I had just become known as Chicago Farmer. I don't live there anymore and I still don't farm, but it's my name. For 20 years now. I know it's a goofy name, but it's what I've become, it's who I am. I remember my first apartment cost $2,200 a month. I guess I do have one more thing about inflation before the night's over. That's a lot now. It was a lot then. It wasn't so bad though because I had 6 roommates. So it all kind of worked out. They were all musicians, which is why I began performing solo. But damn near 20 years later, we got back together again. And we started a band. We're called Chicago Farmer and the Field Notes.
Yep.
We're a decent little band. Our van is named Barbra Streisand. We're a decent band, but when it comes to van names, we feel like we win. We win. There's about 1,000 Vanna Whites out there. It's like, come on, get creative. Some Vanny DeVitos. Come on. One of my favorites is Vantonio Banderas, so that's a pretty good one. That's like a double whammy. But we're pretty proud of Barbra Streisand. And for like a couple years, we couldn't do this thing that we love to do so much. So when they said we finally could, we decided to book a world tour. 3 nights in Michigan. And 1 in Wisconsin. The first 3 nights in Michigan went perfectly. And on the 4th day, we woke up in Benton Harbor, Michigan. And we had to get to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is a pretty good haul. And we were heading to this thing I had never heard of before. It was called a gale storm. I had never heard of a gale storm. But if I was going to be in a gale storm, of course it would be when we were finally back to work and on tour, and while I was driving Barbra Streisand. It started to get slick and windy. And in front of us there was this giant oil tanker. And it started to slide. And I said, this ain't gonna be good. And when it came to a complete stop, it had jackknifed and landed on its side and was blocking the entire interstate. The first thing we did was we went and made sure the driver was okay, and he was. The second thing we did was try to figure out how in the hell are we getting out of this into Appleton, in Wisconsin, this emergency personnel started to show up. And I asked one of them, man, is there any way out of this? He said, hell no. You boys ain't going anywhere for a while. So we sat there and we sat there. Sometime later, this guy showed up, and I could tell that he was in charge of the emergency personnel. So I went up to him, and I said, hey man, we're in a band. And he said, yeah? I said, we're called Chicago Farmer in the Field Notes. And he said, yeah? I said, our band's name's Barbara Streisand Band. He said, that's awesome! That's the best band name I ever heard. I said, thanks, man. So I knew I was feeling pretty good. So I said, hey, man, yeah, is there any way out of this? And he said, hell no, you boys ain't going anywhere for a while. I said, oh, there's got to be something we could do. And he said, unless you think you can drive this thing on the shoulder a half a mile in reverse,